Okay, kia ora, and welcome back to another freelance vlog. These are filmed on my iPhone, really for the benefit of a young me, or me. This is exactly what I would have wanted to watch 5 years ago when I was starting out with video, thinking, how on earth do you make a living doing this? What does the day-to-day look like? What am I going to be doing? And also just to document life, to be able to look back on what I was doing, the right, the wrong. Okay, so I'm packing my car up for a full day shoot for Red Band's Gumboots, or Scalar Up, the company that owns them. Multiple locations. Let's get into it. We started at Shaden's house, the guy organising the shoot. Lovely guy, love Shaden. Headed to the Ahoka markets next, filmed there for about an hour or two, then went straight to this location, which I'd never been to before, but it was in the red zone here in Christchurch. It was flipping awesome. Then we stopped off for a cheeky bit of lunch at Pomeroy's. I don't really go there for food or ever, but it was actually incredible. We filmed at a couple more locations in the afternoon, but I got no footage. So here's a few iPhone clips filming Shaden doing his part in the acting in the afternoon.
Okay, it's like 8 in the morning. I'm out in a house in Rolleston, and I think this lawn is getting ripped up and tidied up with some artificial turf. So I'm going to grab my gear from the car and shoot some before content. This is for Lifestyle Lawns, one of my retainer clients. Every month I go and meet up with them and shoot some content. Okay, in terms of the gear, it is the usual FX6 gears, A7 IV and lenses and everything. Gimbal just rolling around. I really want to upgrade this. This is like the RS C2. Oh, yeah, there we go, AC2. This thing broke, joystick, so I've had to like turn that off in the settings, and it's not ideal. And then I've got this little baby drone that I will probably pop up as well. So I'm going to chuck the A7 IV on the gimbal, get some shots before the boys get here, and then film them mucking in. Okay, I've got my gimbal shots. I'm going to pop the drone up. This is like the Mini 2, whatever it's called. Probably need an upgrade at some point, but I'm just going to pop the drone up and get a little aerial shot of this little patch of lawn that they are going to be replacing. Unsure if I can fly drones around here, but we'll have a look. Also, say hi to the cat.
Okay, I got my drone shots, and then the boys turned up and started working away on the site. I popped in later on in the week, so we might come back here. We do bounce around a hell of a lot, but here is another morning. I was at Coffee Culture in town, and it was a vibe. It was really good. I was meeting a client here to do some video reviews, looking through the clips, chopping them, working away at them together, just to be more efficient. So I was setting up, doing some admin. Look at me, looking all like I'm contemplating life. I probably was, actually. But yes, good little coffee spot. I rated Coffee Culture, actually. Always nice to have another option. But yeah, loved a little cheeky morning coffee. Nice vibe. I had sparkling water. It was great.
Engineering, through to the quote, through to the installation, permitting.
Heading out for a shoot today. Weather is on point. Bringing a bit more of a minimal kit. I have my A7 IV and a few lenses in here, the drone, gimbal, drink bottle, my book, and that's it. And a wee coffee for the road. Filming some guys on site, and I don't really need the FX6. I'm probably going to use some gimbal, probably going to use the drone, probably going to take some photos. So this is kind of like the kit that'll serve the project the best. So yeah. Okay, got here and the boys are on smoko, so I'm just chilling. I did get here early, but just chilling, and they should be finished soon. Oh, got so much hair in my car. And then I'll get into it.
I do personally enjoy these retainer shoots because often there'll be a light brief, but really it's kind of like go and do your thing. So I can just muck in, which is great. Now I have a love-hate relationship with gimbals. Early on in my videography career, I was using the GH5, and that thing was unreal for stabilization. So I would handheld everything and could get amazing results, and would laugh at people using tripods and all this stuff. I was like, what are you guys doing? Only to realize I'm probably that guy now, because it's bloody hard to get stable footage, especially on the FX6 with no stabilization. So yes, I love how cheap gimbals are and how you can get amazing, smooth, steady shots with them, but often I feel very limited once I'm on a gimbal. So this, like, for example, balancing it now, getting it all set up, and I use this for a few shots, sure. Look at me, look like an absolute muppet. But you can easily overuse your gimbal. You can easily just end up living on the gimbal, and I feel like that is not a good thing. But yeah, my 2 cents. Okay, so the boys are at a further stage of the lawn laying process, but here's me, A7 IV, 35 to 150 with a little ND filter on there from Moment, and it was doing the job. To be honest, I'm really struggling with recording continuous sequences that flow in these vlogs. It's kind of like, cool, I'm on this shoot, and then all of a sudden the shoot ends and I'm off doing something else. So wrap the shoot up, downloaded the footage, all of that good stuff, and move on later that night. Here we go.
Here's Kirsty here, Light Tracers, Rentals / Apple Box. We are playing around with an iPad and the Hollyland. Oh, the Hollyland. What is this one? The 400S.
Yes.
Mars 400S.
So
And
much fun.
figuring out whether I can get away with just this, sending the signal straight to the iPad, and then the client can see it with like kind of a basic LUT on it, but we have not got there just yet. But we've got signal, but yeah, okay.
But no luck.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Okay, we have got it sorted. Transmitting from here to iPad, and we figured out how to load the LUT from here onto here as well, so all sorted. Ew! Great. Okay, random moment. I should be doing the lawns, but I am just fluffing about with clamps to see what I can do for a shoot that I've got coming up next week. And this is legit. I've got a couple of clamps and I'm just playing around with different ideas of fun little shots. This is just random. I was going to clip it to a bike, but I'll do that next. How good. Okay, now playing around with just played around with the scooter, but here is the lawnmower, and this is fun. Fun for a little quickie shot. Loving it. This clamp is legit. Okay, quick update here. Got a big shoot, a 2-day shoot coming up, and playing around with this Hollyland Mars 400S Pro, renting it from Light Chasers Rentals. And my big problem was that if I used HDMI, I wasn't able to have my monitor because I've got the Atomos Shinobi. It only has one HDMI port, so I was like, damn it, I lose my big monitor, and sometimes that's really helpful.
Okay, I ramble on a bit here, but fellow videographer Kevin lent me an SDI cable to figure all of this out. So here's me explaining the SDI setup.
Running that messily around here and then plugging it in, powering it through USB-C by the V-mount down here. Bit of a mess. Unsure if I like it. Just looks all over the show. But the big benefit is that I can have this monitor for the director or for the client, really in this case, to see what we're shooting and how it looks. And I've just locked that, so there's no controls or anything. I just thought I'd keep it simple. And like, all I want to do is really be able to have something that she can see roughly what images we're getting. So yeah, pretty happy. I'd be interested to see what it's like handheld, if it's a bit too janky. Like, I don't like having cables around here, but yeah. And also this whole SDI thing, there's rumors and comments and everything about your ports getting fried if you use SDI incorrectly. So if you power up the camera, if you just do plug in the ports in the wrong way, seems like an absolute freaking headache. Like, what a joke. It makes me not want to use SDI. But I've seen people use it on their everyday rigs all the time, so I don't know how they get around it, but pretty much you have to power everything on and then lastly plug this in. And then if I was to ever change this battery, I need to unplug that first, then change the battery, then power everything on, and then plug it back in, supposedly.
Okay, that's all for this freelancer vlog. In the next shoot, I will take you behind the scenes on that 2-day shoot through the Hiranui as we film an autumn campaign. There's a lot of behind the scenes clips that some of the team filmed, so it'll be good fun to talk about that shoot and many more other random shoots. See ya.